Welcome to the Captain's Blog. I'm David McDonough, Senior Vice President at Trilogy Financial. On this blog, we try to take what's unnecessarily complicated out there on Wall Street and make it understandable to you on Main Street. The team is back together. Emmy Award-winning producer Dave Cullinane is back behind the camera, but give him a little bit of a break. He's been on a beach for 3 weeks, so he's a little rusty. What isn't rusty is his financial advisor and what comes to the stock market. Last week, market flat, still at an all-time high with tariffs, with geopolitical risk. But we warned you out there on Main Street that Wall Street needed to justify these lofty levels with solid earnings reports. Did those come through this week? Did the market break through that all-time high? Here's your week in review. Answer to that question is yes. Up another 0.5%, up 6.5% for the year, up over 20% from those lows we just saw 3 short months ago. That is in the face of tariff threats with EU, Indonesia, the CPI, PPI, those names, those acronyms, if you will. The I is for inflation. Again, the inflation is coming in benign, and we do believe that the Fed will cut rates starting in September. And again, that is more money in your pocket. But I also talked about earnings. 80% of the companies out there that are reporting their earnings are beating those estimates. But again, I believe this market is fully valued, fully priced. Good news is in. Take this as an opportunity to rebalance. Do so before the market does it for you. And here's what to look for next week. So the earnings parade will continue. We'll be paying attention to the tariff threats. Remember, August 1st is when we go back to those levels, those tariff levels that were threatened at the beginning of April, called the Liberation Day. And lastly, we'll be paying attention to you out there on Main Street. Retail sales came in better than expectations. The thoughts of recession, the thoughts of the consumer going away, again, are greatly exaggerated. But I will say this one more time, please, out there in Flagship Nation, be proactive with your portfolios. If you're with us, if we're managing your portfolio, we're doing exactly that. And if you're not with us, well, maybe you should be. Here's your personal finance tip of the week. We talk about market timing almost each and every week on this blog. Dave, what does that mean? You know, I talk to you each and every week about this market being fully valued. Does that mean I want you to go all the cash? Is that what we're doing? The answer is no. But where it comes to positions, names that you can't pronounce, where the president says you can't sell chips 2 weeks ago, but now you can in China, and those stocks are up 20, 30%, it makes sense, in my opinion, to take some profit and look for value in other sectors of the market. That could be the international sector, small company, mid company, energy. And I'm not suggesting that you do that now. Don't go out there and try to pick individual names and try to chase. This is a game of musical chairs. When the music stops, you need to have a chair. What I am saying is have a proper asset allocation that matches your risk tolerance. Consult your local financial advisor for more details. So thanks again for checking in. We'll see you next week on the Captain's Blog.